Gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Van Pebble, and I am playing the game HD Poker. And I'm a streamer, and I talk like this. I don't really talk like that, but I am a video game streamer, and we're having fun tonight. We're playing poker. The goal here is to play for like an hour, and then we're gonna stop this stream and then do another stream of Fortnite. Play a little Fortnite before we end the week of streaming. We've had a good week. I stream from Mondays to Thursdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And yeah. Now let's talk about the game a little bit. This is Texas Hold'em. There's two pair on the river. I just got two pair on the river. I'm going to try to make this guy pay because I think he has a big hand, and I'm going to bet 20 million. And I think he's going to bet with me. He didn't, which was smart. And let's explain what this game is. This game that we're playing, there's two things. First of all, the game itself is called HD Poker. That's the video game. It's a free game on Steam. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not paid to say this, but it's a great game and it's a free game, so you should definitely play it if you like poker. It's not real money. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see I have $11 billion. I basically earned that through playing this game day after day, time after time. I play a lot less now than I used to. I used to be really active in this game. Nowadays, I probably play it once or twice a week. I'd like to play more. I do love poker quite a bit. And I could see myself playing it every day, to be honest. But sometimes we get into the kick where we do get into it, play a lot more. But right now, we've been not playing it as much. So the game itself, in HD Poker is the game. Texas Hold'em is what the poker game that it is. Okay. If this seems awkward, I apologize. I'm trying to speak normally. Oh, Ace 9, King 670 bets 8 million. I'm gonna hold that. So yeah, this is Texas Hold'em. If you know Texas Hold'em, great. If you don't, you could probably just Google what Texas Hold'em is. I mean, it's a really easy poker game, actually. It's probably one of the easiest poker games there is. It's a game that became popular in the 2000s, and then a movie came out called Rounders, and then after that, the game kind of blew up. The movie was so-so, but it's one of those movies that kind of elevated this type of poker, and it's a very popular poker. I cannot gamble because I live in Seattle, Washington. It is illegal to gamble. Otherwise, I would totally gamble. I would totally have a bankroll, and I think it would be probably a better stream because I would have something on the line. But that's okay. It's not like I feel like you should not gamble, guys. Don't gamble. I don't have any soapbox to stand up on and tell people not to do it. I basically can't gamble because I live in Seattle, Washington. I think it was 2003-ish when they made it illegal to gamble, because what was happening was around 2000, I think it was, Rounders had come out and kids were taking money from their parents and gambling. And it was becoming a big enough problem because it was an online issue. So now it's illegal to gamble in Seattle online. And if you want to gamble, the only way to really gamble is to go to one of these Native American casinos in Washington, like Emerald Casino. I think there's one called Tulalip. There's a bunch of casinos, but you really have to this guy's betting 3.2 mil. That's a big bet, 3.2 mil. To Jack Queen. That guy's got something. But he's only betting 3.2 mil. He had a Jack, Ace. This guy had 5-5. And last thing I want to say here, and then we will stop. We're doing sort of an intro because when I play this game, I don't really do an intro. We don't play a theme song. We just kind of jump into it because it's that kind of game where otherwise I'd have to sit and wait to get into a game, and that could be a little boring. So we try to just jump right into it. But last thing I do want to say here is this is a $200 million game. It's not real money, but that's a lot. That's a lot of fake money. So we will try our best to win this game. And I believe usually we'll play like 2 games at the same time. We'll just play 1. And then, like I said, what we're trying to do here is just kind of kill some time. And I love poker. And we want to play Fortnite, but it's still a little too early to play Fortnite. I've kind of learned that if you try to play Fortnite too early, or when everybody else is playing it, you're going to have a hard time streaming. It's going to be like a bad server issues. You're going to have like freeze frames. You're going to have freezing. You're going to have just bad connections to the server. So we basically wait until like about 10 p.m. 10 p.m. seems to work pretty good. 11 p.m. would work better, but I don't really like streaming too late because I have roommates, and when I play a game like Fortnite, it's a very exciting game, and I sometimes you go like, fuck, or something like that, and then it's like, oh, oops, And there is sort of a noise ordinance in the house. You're supposed to kind of keep it down by 10 p.m. But that's just when I'm getting started. But that's good. It's a good time to stream. And I'm also like a pretty quiet guy. Like as you know, if you look at some of the streamers out there, they're like very kind of screaming guys and yelling guys, and everybody kind of talks at this volume. I don't know why. Everybody's like, well, hey, listen, man, you know what? Like, it's also a teenager thing or a kid thing, but like, it's not my style of talking, let alone streaming. I hate when people yell. By the way, we are not sponsored by Burger King, but we did get some Burger King today. Delicious. I try to treat myself good. I got to go back to work tomorrow. We're going to work for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we'll come back on Monday and we'll do some more streaming for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a nice lifestyle for me. I really enjoy streaming and working. I can tell you I've been doing it for long enough where it's become a regular thing. And for a while, the security job that I had, that's what I do. I'm a security guard. By the way, we're looking for a 9. And it's not worth betting for. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that. We were looking for a 9. $7-2, we're going to fold that. But working on the weekend is like... And doing it and then streaming on the weekday has been a really nice thing. I think we've been doing it for... consistently for like a good year and 3 or 4 months, something like that. We started in November 2025. Or no, 24 it must have been. Yeah, then we streamed the whole year, then we worked the whole year of 2025. And now we're in 2026. It's been like a year and like about a year and 4 months we've been working this schedule. It's been great. I was working 5 days a week as a security guard because I had to sort of get my foot in the door, and in order to get your foot in the door with security, you've got to put the time in. So we did that. We worked a lot of shit jobs for a while, and then we found this cool schedule working for a company called Triumph Security. And Triumph was a great company. I have nothing bad to say about them. They just lost their contract, and then the guy who was contracting decided he would keep me going. So I got hired to a new company. I won't say who they are, and I'm loving it. We bet 16 million. Even if he folds, we still get a nice blind. Oh, look at that. Yes. Yes. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's some good money right there. We got our money back, basically. 194. I don't... Here's where I like playing with one. Oh, so he was all in. Okay. That's why I like playing one table at a time, because when you do a review, like try to replay it. A replay is what they would call that. You could do it a lot easier with one table. If I was playing two tables and I tried to replay, it's weird looking. It's like it's too difficult. There's too much going on. And we actually could jump into another game here. So we'll try to jump into another game. But in the meantime, we'll play this table by itself. Like I said, we started off with $200 million. Everybody does. We're down to 194, which is good. Which is good. We're hanging tough. We're hanging in there. Yeah, and I'm just getting used to the schedule now, you know. I really like the schedule we have going. I'm blessed, you know. I work, by the way, I'm a big fan of 8-9, and 8-9 of hearts I'm a big fan of. And the only reason I'm going to call this because I like 8-9. I really do. I'm a big fan of it. Anything they bet, I'm just going to go all in because I think I can beat these guys. 7-7-7. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I didn't realize they had the nuts on there. That's a tough one. That's tough. Hey, it doesn't feel good to lose that one, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's a tough loss. And then, of course, what happens is if for whatever reason we have a little downtime, we just play a little music and just kind of pick it up a little bit until the next game starts. Here we go. Little relaxing music. So yeah, it's Thursday. We'll keep the music on a little bit here for a minute. Why not? So it's Thursday afternoon. And your pal, your host, Van Pebble, is feeling pretty chill. And this is how we generally feel on a Thursday. I feel good. I've had like 3 days of like just living this lifestyle, playing video games. I try to get out and exercise, but this week we did not. We did not get out and exercise. The weather's been shit lately. It's the end of winter, and for some reason, I've noticed this actually lately. The weather is at its worst at the end of the winter in Seattle, Washington. At least in my opinion. That's my take on it. I don't know what the stats are on that, but it always feels to me like the weather is complete garbage in the last month, about March. And you know how if the groundhog sees a shadow, he always sees a shadow. That's another thing I've noticed. Guy's betting 97. I'm gonna go ahead and fold that. I think he has a 6. Yeah, he did. See, so we lose a nice chunk of money there, but we'll get back into this thing. We're still okay. And let's turn the music off here. We just want to use music for you know, when we have a pause. We have ace queen. I'd like to try to get into another game here. Maybe another 200 mil. Okay. And here we are back at the main table. Ace queen with a 3-10-10 on the flop. We've had a good week. We've been really focused this week. We played Arc Raiders a lot this week. I like it. It's a fun game. It's very hard though. I've had a tough week this week as far as like games have just been really difficult. Like I enjoy a hard game, but like when you're learning a new game, it's a tough time. I would say like it might not be a great idea for some people, I don't know, to stream a game when you're just learning it because the learning curve can be brutal. And the Arc Raiders learning curve is rough stuff. Because you only really learn when you're out there doing it. Like, it's like... it sounds weird to say it like that, but... This guy's betting 80K, and I just don't think I have it. It's basically, look, another 3 of a kind? Yikes. He's on fire. Another 3 of a kind? That's donkey luck. I think we all know donkeys are lucky. I just made that up. I don't know. Is it true? I don't know. Let's see. I'd like to be the one that finally creates something like that. Like, you guys know, you've heard about the donkeys being lucky, right? Like, no one's ever heard of it. Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was this thing. By the way, whatever I was just talking about, I don't care. I'm just going to move on. I remember when I was younger, there was a thing about a guy named Jerry Penacoli. He was a famous news reporter. I don't know if he was a weatherman or just a news reporter. And there was a rumor about this poor guy that he stuck a gerbil up his asshole. And for some reason, that became like legend. And I remember going to the military. And that's where you meet people from like all over the world, or all over the country rather. And I remember everybody else kind of knew about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know about that, right? Jerry Penacoli?" And I was like, "You guys know about Jerry Penacoli?" That's Jerry Penacoli. We're gonna get into that in a second. We might get into it after we play it because we don't want to interrupt the gameplay here. So we are now playing on the left-hand table as well, and we're playing a $200 million game on the left, and on the right, 850K, ladies and gentlemen, 850K. We have 9-2, and we have 7-3. Let's fold 7-3. It looks like somebody wants to be my friend. I will be your friend. By the way, if you're watching this live and you like Texas Hold'em and you want to be my friend on here, it's a free game. Just sign up and then you can friend me and we'll be friends and you can play on stream if you want. And if you really like want to get into it, I can get your Discord and we can talk while we play too. I've Discorded before with people. It's very fun. I've only Discorded one time, and it was a great experience. Like, not just one time. I did it with one guy. Several times we played Fortnite. I have microphone issues for a lot of these games. So I have to, like, go to Discord if I want to talk to people while we play. And I really am looking for people who play Arc Raiders. If you're an Arc Raider player, this is an advertisement, but maybe we'll clip this and put it up. If you're an Arc Raider player and you want to play with me on Discord where we can talk and you can teach me how to get better at the game, I can't pay you anything. The only reward that you would get is that you would be on a stream so people could see you talking and on a stream. But if you're interested, you could whisper at me on Twitch or direct message me on Twitter. There, I said it. Or I think I'm Van underscore or underline. You know the underline? How instead of a hyphen, it's like it looks like a line. It would be Van underscore. I think it's called Pebble. And you can, that's my Discord. And you can try to, like, send me a friend request on Discord. Just tell me why you're requesting it. And if you tell me it's because you want to play games with me on stream, then, I'll quickly, friend you. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Ace 4, I'm not gonna bet that. 56k, Ace King. Ace King, I will raise it to 96. I'm doing so badly, by the way, on the right table. This could be a big hand for us. We're gonna go all in here, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Excuse me, I'm burping. I will go all in here. I don't think I have the best hand, but I have the potential to have this hand. And it's just such a lousy game anyway. We need a 10 for a straight. We need a 10 for a straight. We need an ace or a king for a match or a pair. And it looks like we're not... Oh, there it is. There's the king. Ladies and gentlemen, we did get a very large victory. 1.27 mil. Van Pebble is back, baby. Back, baby. Oh, he just got the jack on the river. That's what just happened to him. That's what just happened to him. You hit the river. Huh? You hit the river, huh? We have Jack 10. We have a straight. Betting 45k. And then, of course, we folded on the left table. And this is a big hand here. Jack 10. So if he has a 10, they're going to raise it. I'm going to raise it way higher. Oh my gosh. I actually have this. I have this. Let's see if they have it as well. I'm sure they'll go all in here. They've already gone so far. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A big victory for Van Pebble. 2.59 million. Yeah, we were struggling big time, and we just patiently brought our way back into the game, and this is why I love this game. I mean, there's definitely luck in poker, but there's skill as well. There's something about being zoned in and focused that I love about poker. You can never get too up or too down in poker. That's what I love about poker. It's a very good game for learning how to sort of navigate the roller coaster of emotions that happens when you're playing a competitive game. I've never been a big fan of like the NBA player guy that slam dunks and then he yells and screams in people's face. Like, I've always liked the guy that does a crazy move and then he just kind of low-key runs back at the court. That's a scary guy. Those guys are scarier than the fucking slam dunk yell in your face guy, in my opinion. He bets 120k. Obviously, we don't have that. And he wins with a 3 of a kind. And on the left table, we're doing good with 189 million. We get dealt ace 5. And this is a perfect way to end the week here. Get ready for work next the next 3 days. Just have a nice, relaxing poker game. And then we play a little Fortnite after that. It's going to be great. Oh, my ear. There's always something itching on my body. Nose, my ear. My foot, my finger. Okay. 6-4 fold. 8-3 flops 9 ace 4. There's a 5. Basically, we need a 2 here for a straight. And there it is not. And we got nothing. Oh, there you go. Pair of 4s. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, good for you. Ace 10. 30k bet. The left table is heating up, by the way. You got a couple big bettors there. $204 million pot on the table. As we continue, oh, we get an ace on the right table. Yeah, those guys are going hard and heavy over there. We will definitely pay attention to the right table. It looks like we lost a player. That was a huge pot there. I'm going to go ahead and bet. I have 2 pair now. I go all in. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 7-4, we will fold. Somebody sent me a... Wait a second here, folks. Let me just check this thing real quick. Yeah, we'll look at that later. There we go. So we're looking at getting a new roommate soon. And apparently the new roommate is a guy that's 31 years old, which is a little young. However, it's old enough. 31's a good age, because you're not in your 20s anymore. And the guy is a gamer. So he knows that I'm a streamer. So he was like, oh, cool, he streams. So that's good that a guy is comfortable with that, because that means he's going to hear me talking. So hopefully, and I don't yell and scream, but like some people might have an issue with, why is that guy talking to himself or whatever? We have another guy in the house who, that's what the text was about. That's why I had to look at it. And he's asking me questions about the guy moving in and stuff, so I kind of need to, let me just quickly text this guy back. There we go. I'm back in the game. Here we go. Everything's fine. He bets 8 million. Does the guy have ace 4? That's the only way that he could, like, have me beat right now. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna deal with this off stream. I'm not gonna interrupt the stream. One thing I like to try to do when I'm streaming is I like to block out the outside world. Unless something is so emergency that I need to get to it now, like if somebody has a gun in the house and they're firing rounds, then I'll probably keep recording so you guys can see evidence of it. But that's the only time that I'll other than that, I don't want to fucking interrupt what we're doing here. This is interesting. Jack 7 of spades. This guy goes all in. What a bummer. What a waste of money, but still. I'm going to fold. And we got Queen 7 on the right table. Pair of 7s. 100k bet. That's a big bet for a donkey. And I'm going to fold that. So yeah, it looks like we'll have a new roommate. And that's what like that kind of stuff, like I could just talk about that off stream. I don't really like to interrupt my streams, That's why I like that, like I'm not very friendly with people in the house. I'm friendly and nice, but I'm not like super social. because I don't want people to think they could just knock on my door at any time. I've had roommates like that where they're constantly knocking, hey man, what's up? Knocking on your door. I don't, dude, I'm a streamer. I don't want you to fucking knock on my door anytime. Unless you're okay with coming on stream. But I don't want people to, hey man, hey. I used to have a guy that would constantly fucking knock on my door. He's a nice guy, but like asking for money all the time. You got 20 bucks? Like, come on, man. The fuck are we doing here? And he had a problem with Jews too. I remember one time he was like, man, I fucking hate Jews. Like something like that. I was like, what? This is before I found out that I was 30% Jewish. Like I used to just be surprised by the Jewish hate. Now when I see Jew hate, it hits home a little bit more. It kind of hits home a little bit. 166. Boy, he's got to have the flush on that one. Nah, maybe not. We're still looking good at 2.23 mil on the right table. And on the left table, we've got a pair of sevens. And that's a big pot. That's a big, big pot. Lex has 531 million. And he didn't bet at all. Mikey. I'm sorry, Mike. I gotta see what you got. And he had the king. They both had kings. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough loss. But we still have 160 mil. It's not bad. So we'll have a new roommate soon. I'm excited about it because, you know, eventually you got to get somebody in there. And I just want them to get somebody good in there. That's all. When you have a new roommate thing, it's always, it scares everybody because, you know, the roommate we had before was a shithead, like a fucking drug addict guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to 224 million. And on this table, look at that pot, 480K. It's a big pot. I'll bet 160K, and I will fold 9-4. And that's my win, 480,000. Nice win for Van Pebble. We're looking really good at that table. So yeah, getting a new roommate is always kind of a scary situation, especially for us. For some reason, we live in like a white trash area where we get a lot of like white trash asshole guys. And we can't seem to get anything but white trash. But the guy that moving in looks like he's Latino or something. I like that. He does. He does. Not that I'm like really like try not to be prejudiced about it, but it's like I'm so sick of seeing the white guy with the red eyes who's like obviously on drugs, but nobody seems to notice it but me. I'm like, why do I have to be the one guy that knows this? Like, it's so clear. When this last roommate we had was on drugs, I knew right away. As a matter of fact, I found a baggie, an empty baggie of drugs. It was empty, but it had like powder in it, and I was like, this is perfect. This is proof. And it didn't quite work out the way I thought it would. I thought that would for sure get this guy out of here. No. And then months and months and months later, finally people realized that the guy was a drug addict. I think probably methamphetamine is what I think we figured out. And god damn, it was hard to get rid of that guy. It was brutal streaming during that time too. It was kind of rough. We have 8-10 of clubs. And there's the 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all in. King 8 on the right table. The flop and the turn are 3, Jack, 5, and 9. No match there. And we'll just check it. We have a high card king, so we could possibly win this one. And there it is. High card king. Good call. 438,000. That's going to get rid of a player. And on the left table, we're on the low blinds with king 5. I'm going to fold that, I think. The blinds are quite high on the right table. On the right table, the blinds are very high. So I'm excited because I think like a guy that understands that I'm a gamer and that I stream. He likes video games. He's 31. I think 31's a good age for somebody. I like that age. I like when someone turns like 30. Once you get people out of their 20s, get them out of their 20s. Those are tough years, man. My whole 20s sucked bad. Everything was bad. Couldn't get laid. I couldn't do that. All I wanted to do was have sex in my 20s. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. I couldn't do it to save my life. I couldn't do it to save my... I mean, I would get... But I don't want to say what I would do. Listen, I was from the military, so... If we wanted to get laid, we would just get prostitutes. You know? Sorry, but it's true. But as you get older, you stop doing shit like that. It's illegal. It's a real problem. Like, I would never get a prostitute now. And I'm not just saying that. Like, it's too unhealthy. It's too... Dude, I was in Africa for 2 weeks, visiting a friend. And I got hookers in Africa. Like, that's how crazy I was when I was in my 30s. And I was about in my 30s at that time. This is an interesting hand. Jack 2, King Jack on the left. King Jack, I'm calling. Oh, he wins with King High. 40 million. And there's the Jack. I'm all in. That's a big pot. That's a big pot. Ace Queen versus King Jack. And there it is, folks. Double. I mean, I think we did double up there, but we had 2 pair. King Jack, what a gorgeous. And again, we get King Jack. And there's the Jack. We have Jack 10 on the right table. The Jack shows up. And now we are all in. Versus 4-6. We actually lost that hand. But he only has so much money in there, did Birdman. King Jack. Van Pebble gets the straight and goes all in again. I'm going to go all in again. This is a huge pot, by the way. Huge pot. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 771 million, and our hand on the right, we just made a pair of queens. We have 721 million on the left, 2.34 mil, and we're looking to collect here. Got a pair of queens. What is it? Boom, there it is. We're looking for a straight on the left table here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Either a 5 or a 10, and we don't get it. I'm just going to fold that one. And we're playing heads up on the right table with Queen 8. He's betting with... Okay, I'm going to fold that. Ace 3 on the left table. How much is that? 6 million? I'll bet against that. We need an ace or a jack. And we lose that one. Okay. 5-5. Let's see. Ace 8. Heads up on the right table here. Heads up hand. 5-2 of diamonds. We're going all in with the 2, which is kind of a ballsy move. 3.91 mil. We're back on top here. Playing aggressively. Ace 9. I'm all in with ace 9. And there we go. Ace 9 versus 8-10. That's a good way. That's a very good, very smart play. But we're down. We're down. We need ace, king, or an 8. And there's the 8. Very lucky. And now we've just won that game, and now we can focus. Nice win, Van Pebble. That's a great win right there. We leave that table, and now we're at one table. This would be very... It looks like a Lakers table out there, doesn't it? We have Jack 9. There's a 10. That doesn't do anything for us. This is not a good... This is not good for us here. We're just going to get out of this one. That's a huge win. 360 mil is huge. So where we... At one time, we're about 700 million. Now we're down to 484 mil. And I like ace 2. And let's see what we can do here. Definitely fallen off a little bit on this one. Let's try to get back into it again. So we win the side pot. That's good. 94 mil. And we lose the main pot, which is Crumpelstiltskin. 69 mil. Queen Jack. We go all in with nothing, basically nothing, but probably more than what they had. We're back up to 613 mil. Look at this pile of shit that we were dealt. 10-6. Better than 8-9 though. 8-9's good though. Oh, he's got so many outs. Please, please, no. Yeah, there you go, Van Pebble. Getting rid of a player. Getting rid of a player. Zerto 13. And now we're at the final 3 at the table here. And we have King Jack. And I am all in with King Jack. Lex 13. Let's see if they go all in. I don't think they will. I don't think they have anything. They do go all in. King Jack versus Jack 8 versus Jack Queen. I would say we have the best chance of winning this table. This hand, rather. Except for that queen. That hurt us. And that's going to do it. I believe we came in second place there. Which is really good. I got no problem with it. We got a first and a second place. Let's see if we got second. Yeah, we placed second, which means we won roughly 200 mil because we paid 200 mil to get in. Let's take a look at our chest count here. This is something, if you play this game, you basically get like chests. If you win a bunch of tournaments, you get these chest points. And then when you win a chest point, you can actually win a chest. And then what the chest does is it gives you things. It gives you avatars. Like, see this pretty lady here? I think I got her in one of the chests. Beautiful lady with... Looks like she has a couple marks on her nose. It's very sexy. She's a very pretty lady. She is. Okay. And then let's see what we got here. We've been playing for 44 minutes. And what do we want to do here? Do we want to play another game? Let's play one more game. Should we? We should. Yeah, we should. And let's put some music on. Just chill for a minute. We're having a great night. This is the way we like to do it, the night before work. It's 9:30 p.m. We got to work tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. It's plenty of time, you know. Usually I'll go to bed at like 4 p.m. I'll stream, I'll finish streaming, I'll watch a movie, just get myself in a nice place, go to bed, get up around 12, get a shower, get myself mentally focused, and then we've got to work for the weekends. I like it because I like, you know, I do think working is good for your self-esteem, but I don't need it, you know what I mean? Like, I already know, like, I've kind of figured out that, like, I wasn't sure what that was. Is that like an instrument? So I've kind of figured out that, you know what I'm going to do here? I think this music's a little bit more me. Here's the game. And we'll keep the music on for a little while. I've kind of figured out that, like, work is not the most important thing for me anymore. It used to fulfill my self-esteem, pay my rent, blah, 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 blah. But the more I would do work and jobs and live in the working world, the more I realized that it wasn't fulfilling me. And that's why we stream. Streaming fulfills us. The combination of streaming and working does fulfill me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a flush here. What do? Let's call it. Let's see what he does. He bets 11. No, I probably have the best hand here. So I'm going to just call it. And there's a 10. So maybe somebody hit a straight. I don't know. But I'm all in. And I do not have the best flush. And just like that, I'm out of this game. I'm done. I lost. It's over. You suck. You fucking blow. Alright. Let's get into one more game. Actually, do we have to play another? I mean, we could probably just roll out of here. I have an idea. We had a good time playing poker. Let's not throw any more money at poker. Even though it's not real money, as we've said. Let's do this. Let's play a game called Trimjob for the last 15 minutes. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bonus stream. We usually do a bonus stream. And then what we got to do here is this. We pull this down here. And we're going to use a mouse. We got the music playing in the background. This game is called Trimjob. And let me explain what this game is. This, my friends, is Trimjob. It's a fantastic game. So what it is this is a golf. It's basically golf. But instead of golf clubs, you have a pair of hedge trimmers. And instead of a hole, and you see how many shots it takes you to get in the hole, you have bushes or hedges. And you see how many times you have to throw the hedge clipper to get the hedges completely trimmed. And that's how it's like it's an incredible game, actually. It's super fun. It's super silly, but super fun. I should follow this guy. Follow me on Blue Sky. I should. I think I will, actually. And then what else can we say? Sometimes they'll put up like a banana or a pepper, and those things help the game go even better. They're little like cool things. It's a really clever game. I'm surprised a lot of people haven't heard of it. And there's one more thing about it. There's a guy that talks during it. He's really funny. It's a really good game, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus stream, 15-minute bonus stream game. Trimjob. Let's get into it.
Continue. Dandelions.
And we'll try. We should be able to beat this entire garden. One second here.
Whenever you feel like it.
I really do. I really like the guy's voice. It's very funny. Okay, let's go.
Blackberry.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
Blackberry. Nice trim. Blackberry.
Oh my god. Blackberry. I've never done a Blackberry before. I used to own a Blackberry, actually. I did. Remember those phones? That was supposed to be like the biggest deal, having a Blackberry phone.
Well, shit.
Not everybody knows about this. Ask your parents. There was a phone called a Blackberry. It had buttons on it. And it didn't work because I don't think they had created the screen thing where you can touch screen. And the Blackberry was like a nightmare.
Whenever you feel like it.
Also, like, the buttons would break and stuff.
Blackberry. Blackberry.
Ooh.
Nice trim. Blackberry. Nice trim. Hard. Let's get it.
Nice.
Nice trim. Nice trim. Nice trim. Hard. Let's get it. Blackberry. Blackberry.
Oh.
Nice trim. Blackberry. Blackberry. Nice.
Nice.
Bogey.
This game really reminds me of, like, the old school, like, 1986, 1985, 1986, around that time period, where there were some really cool, like, rollerball games. It's basically like they would have these, like, big video arcade games, and then you would have, like, a wheel, like a ball that you would, not a wheel, a ball, that you would, like, spin, and you could spin it, and this would be a perfect game for that. You spin it, and it has similar graphics to those kind of games. I used to love those games. It would be like pool, bowling, like anything where you would just like roll. It was great. Okay, let's go.
Go. Blackberry. Chili.
Ooh.
Blackberry.
Oops.
Blackberry. Blackberry.
Since you're on top of a Blackberry, you get to reposition. Okay, cool.
Let's get it. Blackberry.
Yeah, that wasn't the best.
Go.
I like that it kind of gets momentum
Nice trim.
once it hits a bush.
Nice trim. Blackberry.
Oh,
Nice trim. Oh shit. Go. Blackberry.
nice. Ooh.
Anytime now. Holy shit. Blackberry.
Yeah, you got this. Oh.
Nice trim. Par. Go. Holy shit. Sick. Birdie. Let's get it. Banana.
But that is pretty cool. It's a great game. Like, it's such a cool idea.
Nice trim.
I love the idea of putting, like, power-ups in there.
Nice trim.
Very smart idea.
Banana. Nice trim.
Oh, yes. All right, let's try
Nice
to go.
trim.
Oh, yeah.
Par. Go.
That was a great. Woo!
Holy shit. Blackberry. Blackberry. Nice trim. Nice trim. Par. Go. Blackberry.
Oh, blackberry.
Nice trim.
Nice. Oh, good try.
Nice trim. Oh shit. Go. Chili. Blackberry. Holy shit. Let's get it. Blackberry. Birdie. Go. Blackberry.
Oh, come on. Blackberry. Okay.
Well, shit.
That was bad. Nice.
Chili! Banana!
Oh, banana.
Anytime now. Nice trim! Chili! Banana!
Oh, banana. Okay, let me see what I can do here.
Nice trim! Nice trim! Mark!
Like, this is a game that, like, if I had a girlfriend or a boyfriend or somebody that I was, like interested in romantically, this would be a fun game to play with, like, a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Nice trim!
It's like the equivalent of, like, miniature golf, you know?
Blackberry! Sick! Birdie! Let's get it!
It's just like a super cute game.
Chili!
Oh.
Banana! Blackberry! Banana! 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 Sick! Eagle!
It's easy to win, which is like if you're playing with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, it's like you don't want to like try to compete on a date. You know what I mean? How many dates have been ruined by that? Trying to play miniature golf and then it gets too competitive.
Blackberry! Anytime now.
I bet that happens with professional athletes.
Holy shit!
Because professional athletes are so
Nice trim!
competitive that I bet they try to compete all the time. So unless you were like a competitive person, dating a professional athlete would probably be a bad idea. That was good. Nice.
Bogey.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final hole of this bonus stream.
Let's get it.
The game is Trimjob. It's a great game. I recommend it.
Banana!
Very nice.
Blackberry! Let's get it. Blackberry! Banana!
Oh.
Blackberry! Oh shit. Congratulations! Oh my god, new record. Back.
Wait, we didn't unlock this one for some reason. Oh, get par or below to unlock the next garden. Oh, we didn't get it? Oh, no.
Sink floats.
All right, hold on. That's gonna do it for sure, but let's see here. In the game, Trimjob on Steam, the only way to get to a new garden is to go under par. So does that mean I have to play the entire garden again? You do not necessarily need to replay the entire garden, but you generally need to achieve the required under par within a single run, or a session of that to unlock. Here's a breakdown of how progression works. The game features 4 gardens with 18 levels each. You need to get under par to advance. This usually means completing the garden's level efficiently in one go. If you fail to get under par, you will need to replay the levels that in that garden to improve your score and unlocked. All right. Well, this would definitely be one to replay, right? That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. That's the stream. My name is Van Pebble. And that's it for today. That's going to do it for this stream. We're about to do another stream right now with a game that a lot of you know. I'm sure you do. The game I'm referring to, of course, is Fortnite. That will be our next game that we will be playing. Oop, let's get rid of this mouse. That's my mouse for my Steam Deck. I use a mouse on my Steam Deck. Some games you could actually... there's some times where it really helps to have a mouse on that Steam Deck. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this stream. My name is Van Pebble. Shout out to the new followers on Twitch.
These are my people. Relationships have...
There's a guy named Smith Gamer. Smith Gamer 111. Thank you so much, sir. You're great. There's a guy named Jason Moiter. There's a guy named Alex Swag. There's a guy named James O'Heal. All these guys are fans of Van Pebble. You wonder who's a fan of Van Pebble. Those guys are. And I appreciate it. We also have, you know, listen, I don't have a lot of people following my channel, but when I do, I'm going to shout them out. 62 followers. We appreciate it. And I would say this, I am a new streamer. I'm pretty new. I mean, it's been a couple years, but like that's a rookie. I admit it. Like I may not be a rookie, like I put my hours in, but we're new to the scene, so I'm not expecting to break records. I am expecting at some point to maybe make some money off of this thing, because I don't know if that's a nice way to say it, make money off of it, but I think we do such a good job that we could probably hustle some money out of this. But I want to do it. This is a good way to jump into the advertisements. I want to do it the right way. And the right way for me is you could donate money to Van Pebble on PayPal. That means you're a person that has money. You're not giving because I desperately need it to get an operator or anything like that. I think we do a good enough job, and there's people who do want to show their appreciation. This is a good time to start advertising PayPal. At Thomas Paul Vino. You go to PayPal, you type in at Thomas Paul Vino. No spaces, no capital letters. At Thomas Paul Vino. Send what you can. Send what you want. I don't mean what you can. Send what you want. Send as much as you want. Now, I would tell people that on Twitter, on Twitch, that you could subscribe, but I would say don't. No subscriptions. Don't do it. I just don't feel like this is going to pay off in the long run. I think it's better if people just follow me on Twitch. Just follow me, watch my stuff, but don't don't subscribe. I'm not affiliated with Twitch, and I actually have a hard time getting people to watch my stuff live. So, because I don't do the chat thing, and I never will. I'm not a chat guy. So at least I'll never do it on Twitch, most likely. And I find that a lot of people that watch Twitch are actually like little kids, and I'm an adult. I'm here for the adult people. Even if you're a young man, that's fine. I'm talking about little kids. I don't want little kids watching my streams. That's why we have all kinds of warnings. We curse, we say this, that. Yeah, I'm not interested in having little kid or, yo, what's up? Yo, that's not our thing. We're not Aiden Ross over here. No offense to Aiden Ross, but like, that's a young that's a young guy. Jason the Ween, that's like a little kid. I'm a grown man, and I don't want little kids on my fucking watching my shit. And I'm not trying to be insulting right now. I apologize if it comes across that way. Van Pebble is also on Twitter. Van Pebble is, like I say, I'm an adult. Like, for example, here's an adult Twitter tweet, they would call it. Is Luka Doncic the league MVP this year? And we put up, yes, crown him. SGA, Nikola Jokic, Cade Cunningham. And so I got 25 votes. Good job. And so that's the kind of stuff you'll see. Follow us on there. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, please follow us on Twitch and follow us on YouTube. What's going on with the subscribers? Listen, here's the deal about YouTube. I'm a long-form content creator. We put up long-form videos from an hour to 2 hours and sometimes more. Not everybody's really down with the long form. Are you down with the long form? This is for all the Jason the Ween kids. Are y'all down for the long form? Y'all down for the long form? Yo. Anyway, I hate the Wigger voice so much, you don't even know. And I was a Wigger when I was a kid. A little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, never mind the Wigger thing. I even hesitate to say that because it has a little bit of the N-word. I don't want to say the N-word. But ladies and gentlemen, I digress. This is live, okay? But that's my thing. It's like, this is long form. We don't cut stuff out. We just keep the whole thing in. And I think there's a lot of people that just want a condensed version of what I do. Sorry, this is how I do it. It's just, I stream so much that if I had to fucking go through every video and cut it down, all I would be doing with all my time was just, it would be very like psychotic how much time I would spend with me. You know what I mean? Like, I need time off for myself at some point. So yeah, we put a lot into the streaming part of it. And then once I stream it, I don't want to, I just let it go. You know, I do take it from Twitch, and then Twitch, and I put it onto YouTube. And, you know, Twitch gets rid, eventually the videos go away, but on YouTube, the videos stay for a really long time, maybe forever. So this is a great place for me to live here on YouTube. Please like and subscribe the videos. There you go. That's it. No, that's it. No. Thank you very much. And follow us on Twitch as well. Thank you. So we have one more stream left in us, and I believe we're going to do, I think we should be able to get one more in, and we're going to try to get one more in. The game, of course, is Fortnite. My name is Van Pebble. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get out of here so that we could do our last stream. And I thank everybody. If for some reason we don't do the last stream, thank you for watching all this stuff. But I think you will see us one more time here. 1 to 2 hours. And thanks, everybody. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. And